third or fourth time in a row they shifted their tight end Asian over, and they've been running to that side. I think Bishop Feehan's starting to pick that up a little bit and kind of overplaying where North Attleboro sends Asian. So a nice play by DePaulis there.
3rd down and 4 for the Red Rocketeers. If North does not come up with the first down, we could see a punt here. Split backfield. McGowan looking to pass, will keep it himself, break the tackle across the 50, down to the 40, down to the 30, to the 20, makes a little cut there, will be wrestled out of bounds. Nice tackle, saving the touchdown is Jeremy Fontaine.
Now, I don't know if that play was designed or not, but he rolled out coming back to his left as he was rolling out, and he saw that there was pressure from 2 of the Feehan Shamrocks, and what he did was just cut it inside them. Rather than bringing it all the way back across the field, he just started trying to look for that first down marker at that point. Now, that might have been designed to be a quarterback rollout and keep it down the left sideline. That wasn't there. He cut it back. I don't know, but just a tremendous decision by McGowan there.
McGowan, of course, the huge run for North Attleboro's first touchdown. Everybody thought the ball was going outside to the left on that touchdown run to Perkuski. McGowan kept it himself, cut it up the middle of the field. Actually, Feehan has been beaten many times up the middle today. The passes over the middle, the runs up the middle. Perkuski, no room, just barrels his way, pushing both teammates and opponents aside to pick up 4 yards, make it 5.
Again, they shift over Asian. They run that way. Perkuski following some nice blocks by the left side of that line. We have Kevin Kelleher with a nice block, and at guard 55, Brett Wombold. Both of them doing a real nice job opening a hole, and there's a 5-yard pickup on first down.
So North knocking on the door once again, leading 25-0. 7 minutes left here in the third quarter, excuse me. Our first game of the 1999 season. Split backfield, Perkuski the left halfback, DiBiasio the right halfback. Spencer split to the near side left. Handoff to Perkuski, has some room, spins off 1 tackle, then picked up off the ground, still able to squeeze out 2 more yards. Nice tackle by the Shamrocks, Brian McDonald, but not before Perkuski gets down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Perkuski makes the pay, and it's once again he is the workhorse for this North Attleboro team. But going back to a point that Dan made is this different looks that North Attleboro gives you, and one of the things when you run the wishbone is you make your quarterback a threat to run the ball or keep it at any time. In this type of an offense, when you've got such a threat as they do with McGowan, it makes it even that much more difficult because they're giving you so many different looks to begin with.
25-0 Red Rocketeers at the Feehan 3-yard line. Handoff will come left side. Corralled is Jerome Kennedy. Kennedy will lose a couple of yards on the play. Nice play by the Shamrocks, number 38, Eric Silva, and number 4, Ryan Bamberry.
Yeah, Ryan Bamberry really made that play. He read it right from the start of this play. From the snap, came right up, just kind of bear hugged the North Attleboro running back and took him down for no gain. Actually, a short loss on the play, I believe.
2nd down now and goal from the 5-yard line. Red Rocketeers will line up. McGowan at the quarterback position with Perkuski, DiBiasio in the backfield. Spencer split to the near side left. The flanker to the far side right is Jerome Kennedy. Handoff to Perkuski. Perkuski cutting it up the middle, close to the end zone and in.
Touchdown, Jared Perkuski, number 34.
And we have an injured Red Rocketeer down on the field. I believe it's Dan DiBiasio. It is, and DiBiasio in quite a bit of pain. And hopefully for Dan and the Red Rocketeers, this is just one of the cramps that we see early on in the season, especially in the hot weather. You lose the liquid, so important to just keep drinking as many fluids as possible.
That touchdown was set up by the center. Joe Riesenbeck just led the way for Perkuski as they were both down, driving through the goal line, and he just overpowering the Bishop Feehan defense on that play.
North Attleboro very businesslike this afternoon. Feehan on their opening drive on a long run by Scott Conley brought it all the way inside the 10-yard line. Feehan coughed up the football on a option to the near side left. North got the ball, and then one play later, 91 or was it 95? I believe it was 91 yards. Pat McGowan on the option, keeping it himself right down the middle of the field for 6 points, and North has not looked back since. While they attend to Dan DiBiasio, we are going to take a short timeout. This is high school football on Media One.
Everyone at Willow Tree Poultry Farm thanks the community for their customer loyalty over the years. Since 1954, Willow Tree has been the Attleboro's and now New England's favorite for all white meat chicken pies and chicken salad. At Willow Tree, everything is prepared and cooked on the premises, assuring the freshest meal possible. Their rolls, pastries, and pies are always hot out of the oven. Learn more about Willow Tree on the internet or visit their store at 997 South Main Street, Route 152 in Attleboro. Willow Tree, serving the Attleboro area for 55 years.
Very close to home. It's very affordable.
We got the best professors. We do. We have the best professors here. Yeah, we do. And I'm glad that they're here.
All of my students have real lives.
With this sort of wonderful collection of individuals.
Find your future at UMass Boston. UMass Boston.
PAT try is good. Dan Ludwig, the 32nd point for the Red Rocketeers. Dan DiBiasio did make it off the field under his own power. Chances are just a crap. 32-0, Red Rocketeers, 5:22 left here in the third.
At the Nimorowski Insurance Agency, you can see the difference personal service makes. They take the time to make sure you understand all your choices so you are properly insured for all circumstances. The Nimorowski Agency writes insurance for only the most reputable companies, like Arbella. Arbella offers a full line of property and casualty insurance, combination home and car discounts, plus good driver discounts. For business insurance, Nimorowski can personalize a policy that will best suit your particular company. The Nimorowski Insurance Agency, celebrating 35 years as a family-run business.
When watching a sporting event, have you ever wished you could be involved as a participant rather than as a spectator? Well, you can. Picking up a whistle may be the best thing you could ever do. In picking up a whistle, you may be picking up a student who needs a role model. In your own community, there is a need, especially for women and minorities, for coaches and game officials. For more information, contact your local high school athletic director or the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association in Milford.
Dan Ludwig set to kick off again. 32-0. North Attleboro on top of Bishop Feehan opening day, 1999, as people like to say. Our last game of the century, our last opening day of the century, our last opening day of the millennium. People who say that have no idea what the hell they're talking about because we still have one more year to go. Short kick will come down to the 29-yard line. Return there by the Shamrocks' number 44, Nick Stejikowski. I believe I pronounced that correctly. There's one for you guys.
Stejikowski caught off guard there. I don't think he was expecting to have the ball, but showed some good fullback skills there, and just put his head down, picked up 8 or 10 yards, and nice play at least to handle the ball and just put both arms around and make sure you don't lose it.
Yeah, exactly. He looked up to see how they were closing on him before he picked it up too. Good heads-up play.
First down and 10. Shamrocks, their opening drive of the second half. High formation. Conley, the tailback, gets the handoff. Conley, not much room up the middle. Being that time, no room by the interior line for the Shamrocks and Conley to run.
Yeah, Conley just looking for a little hole, and that's what you want your backs to do. You want them to follow the holes, follow the blocks, and look for those holes to open. And that's what Conley was doing. A lot of times, and it's tough to do when you're a back and you get that ball, you just want to get out and start running to the outside, and you'll end up turning that into a big loss. Conley did a nice job actually just hanging in there, waiting for something to happen, even though it never really opened up big.
Second down and long 7. Option. Pitch will come to Conley, and once again, that play goes nowhere for the Shamrocks. We have another player down. This time it's John Byron of Bishop Feehan, the tight end. He's hobbling back to the huddle.
And you talk about offensive execution. That's defensive execution by North Attleboro. Again, everyone just knowing their responsibilities. That time, Dan DiBiasio just comes up, makes a nice stick on the play, and holds it for a couple yards gain.
They made the quarterback pitch much sooner than he wanted to. When you're going to run that type of play, you want to be able to get out near the line of scrimmage. And North, once again, staying within their assignments. They're just amazing.
Pitch will come to Conley. Conley around the corner. Conley upfield, breaks a tackle. Conley in the open field now inside the 20, down to the 10. Touchdown, Feehan, 32-6. I tell you, that has been their most successful play of the day, guys. The pitch to Conley, let him follow either with the sweep or cut it up off tackle. That's where he had the long run. Here they have the touchdown run. That's a play. I'll tell you, I'd run every time instead of that darn option play.
Two good blocks that time. The initial block was Stejakowski. He did an excellent job out there. He got out in front of the play, about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, took his man out, and I believe the next block was by Brendan Deschaines. That was the block that sprung him around the corner and allowed him to cut inside of the block that Stejakowski was doing. But, you know, he did the run, but it was two excellent blocks by Feehan on this right side.
Feehan, trailing by so many, won't be able to use their best weapon, and that's John Hartshorn. They'll try for two. Swing pass to Scott Conley, no good. So 32-6, North Attleboro on top of the Shamrocks. 3:48 left here in the third. And off to Hamilton. Hamilton has the first down. Hamilton looking to get to the outside. Will get around the corner, down to the 10, the 5, touchdown, Red Rocketeers.
Looking for awards for your championship team? Call Ken Nally. Ken is your answer to creating and developing award programs that best fit your team. Whether it be championship rings, watches, or plaques, Ken carries the best awards in the business at the best prices. Official supplier to the NFL and Major League Baseball for team picture plaques. Call 508-695-8133.
For over 80 years, Asian's Garage has provided quality repair work and 24-hour towing service. For a limited time, Asians will perform a complete lube, oil, and filter change for just $19.95. A complete lube, oil, and filter change for just $19.95 by qualified and certified mechanics. Drive in today to Asian's Garage, Route 1A in North Attleboro, a half mile from the town center. Asian's Garage, 695-6561.
So Bishop Feehan kicking off. John Hartshorn booms this kick down into the end zone. It will be returned there by North Attleboro's Brian Spencer. Spencer fumbles the football. Feehan saying they have recovered, but doesn't matter what they say, it's what the officials say. And they have. So 32-6 now, and Feehan has the ball inside the North Attleboro 25-yard line. Guys, let's talk about that touchdown one more time. Conley, and we were talking during the commercial break, just does such a great job picking where to cut, following his blockers, makes great decisions. And I'll tell you, I'm Feehan. I try to take advantage of that more often.
Absolutely. He's got great vision down the field. And what he does with his blockers is he doesn't go full speed and outrun them. He sets it up and uses them to their utmost ability. And he's doing a great job, and it showed on that touchdown run.
First down and 10 for the Shamrocks, who are trying to climb back into this one. Petrillo looking to pass, does. What a catch! Down at the 8-yard line, twisting like a pretzel. The backup tight end, Nick Stejakowski, picks up the first down and goal now at the 8.
Stejakowski's actually having a very good game, and it's unfortunate for us because we have to pronounce his name, and we'll find out if we're doing that correctly when we talk to some of the Feehan people. They'll let us know.
We'll find out on Wednesday morning. It's Stejakowski, the J silent.
Yeah.
First down and goal for the Shamrocks at the 8-yard line. Handoff will come up the middle. Fullback Brendan Deschaines will get down to about the 4. Bad news for the Shamrocks. We mentioned Scott Conley. Conley, after the kickoff, came off the field, and I guess there is some good news now because Conley, after missing 2 plays, is back in the ball game. And now one of the Shamrocks shaken up. My guess is we have a cramp.
Yeah, I think it's Mike Nadeau. I'm not sure, but Nadeau's the left guard for Feehan, and it looks like he might have a little bit of a cramp, possibly lower in his hamstring, or it looks like in his calf.
And he's the heart and soul of that defense too. He's been in on a lot of tackles today. That'd be a big loss if it was anything serious. But hopefully he'll be all right. It looks like it's most likely a cramp or something.
Just by the way they're pulling back the toes and stretching out the muscles would lead you to believe that it is a cramp.
He's sitting up, so it's most likely it's just a cramp.
Did you ever have one of those, Dan?
I've had a few, yeah. Early in the season, it's hot. I mean, you don't always get the the proper amount of water in your system that you need because you don't want to be bloated either. So that's
you don't want to have to go to the bathroom. That'd be embarrassing.
Third down and 10, and
Coach, go to the bathroom.
Well, Bishop Feehan here, though, has another opportunity to, put some points on the board. I mean, they've got to be feeling good about the way they played in this second half. Again, it'll give them some extra confidence, give them something to build on, when they enter the Eastern Athletic Conference play, next week. They put another score on here, 3 touchdowns, anything can happen. A couple more turnovers, you never know. But at least it'll give them something to build on.
Mike Nato able to make it off the field under his own power. So we have 3 minutes, 2 seconds. They start the clock up. A second down and goal from the 4-yard line. Brendan Deschaines, the fullback in the eye. The tailback is once again Scott Conley. Handoff to Conley. Conley picks a hole and twists into the end zone. Touchdown. We talked about the reading of the blocks by Conley. There was a perfect example.
You know who Conley looks like for Bishop Feehan running that football is Fitzsimmons.
John Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, when he used to run, same type there.
Who wore
got
number?
A track background,
Who wore
about
number?
the same size.
Who wore number?
Did he wear 11?
No.
Fitzsimmons was 32.
Very good,
32,
Dan.
But very similar in their running style. And Fitzsimmons was an excellent runner for Feehan, and Conley certainly starting to develop already along those lines.
Feehan will once again go for 2. I formation. Handoff to Conley. Conley hit in the backfield by Perkuski, still driving forward, but no good.
First attempt is not good.
Feehan puts a second score on the board, 32-12. North Attleboro on top, 2:49 left in the third.
Where can you find a variety of garden fresh produce, a large selection of groceries, and prime grade A meat cuts to order? The Falls Market. The Falls Market still offers the personal service of years gone by. Phone in your individual meat orders before you leave from home and take advantage of their freezer beef specials, starting at just $59. At the Falls Market, you can still find those specialty items you won't find anywhere else. And don't forget to check out their weekly specials. The Falls Market, the speed of a convenience store, the selection of a supermarket.
Countryside Transmission will service or replace the transmission on most cars in just one day. Countryside has over 200 rebuilt transmissions in stock, and all work is done by experienced technicians using computerized diagnostic equipment. Countryside Transmission is your foreign or domestic specialist for automatic, standard, clutches, differentials, front drive axles, drive shafts, and more. Countryside provides free towing, road test, and free estimates. Countryside Transmission, 1850 County Street, South Attleboro.
Dan Warshall asking during the timeout, onside kick yet? No, not just yet, sir. Jack Harris will field the kickoff down at his 5-yard line, will break a tackle at the 12 and get up to the 21-yard line. So North Attleboro, good field position. And important now for North Attleboro. We were talking before the half, guys, about do you try to score or would that be running up the score? As we said back then, you can never have too big a lead, I think, in the first half.
Yeah, I think North right now is going to try to grind some time off this clock, to start running the ball. They've run effectively all day. Take 5, 6, 7 minutes off the clock, and they'll want to try to punch it in for 6, of course. But I think that's kind of the outlook the coaches have right now for this drive.
Well, this is when North Attleboro in the pass, a man wide open in the slot over there, nobody covering the Red Rocketeers' Jerome Kennedy. Now they finally shift over and someone gets on Kennedy. Handoff to Perkuski. Perkuski falls forward to the 28-yard line. I was about to say earlier, guys, this is where North Attleboro teams would always come in with that knockout blow. Just as you start to show some sign of life, they not only score, but they take a long time in doing it, and they just beat you up in the process.
Yep. Yeah, that's one of the trademarks of this North Attleboro team is long, sustained drives, and a lot of times with their individual effort, you'll see some big plays where they do knock off some big gains. But this offense is designed to pick up a few yards at a time and keep those chains moving and eat up that clock.
We have an injured Red Rocketeer, yet another.
Looks like the calf again.
Cramp. Time for us to check in with our very own Jason Kane, who, whether he likes it or not, is still a rookie because, heck, this is his first football season. Jason?
Okay, guys, second half here. Feehan closing in here, and something all three of you did mention it during the first half. How big was that last touchdown in the first half for North? Because the score would have been a lot closer than it is anyway. Here in the second half, Perkoski with a 5-yard rush make it 31-0. Feehan then a 52-yard rush by Scott Connolly make it 32-6. Targeted 2-point attempt, no good. A fumble by North Attleboro. Scott Connolly, a 4-yard run to make it 32-12. That is our score right now with about 2:15 left here in the second half. That's your Mandeville Chevrolet game summary. Now back to 2 veterans and a rookie.
A fellow rookie. As Dan spoke to you about insurance yet. That'll come later on. Second down and 4. Red Rocketeers right to left, ball on the right hash mark. Split backfield, handoff to Perkoski, who was just swallowed up at the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost a yard. So a 3rd down and 5 now. Momentum shifting toward the Shamrocks. Well, actually, it's already at the Shamrock sideline, but Feehan trying to make sure it stays there.
Right. Well, Bishop Feehan exploded from their sideline with that tackle because North Attleboro had been pushing them all over the field, and that didn't happen that time. And certainly they're going to get more confidence with those 2 scores, and now they're starting to show it. They would like to have this big stop here, force North into a punting situation.
3rd down and 5 for the Red Rocketeers. Let's see if they roll out McGowan and throw to the middle of the field. It's been wide open all day long.
Got to be careful. North can pick up 6 points here.
Yeah, good point. Feehan coming with the blitz. McGowan rolls. Now looking to run. Will be caught in the backfield at the 24-yard line on the stop for the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks, and he's letting everybody know that he did it. Brenton Deschaines. And North will be forced to punt the football away.
Nice play by Deschaines, and the whole Bishop Feehan defense now playing with a lot more life, a lot more emotion. They look at the scoreboard, still a quarter to play, down by 20 points. They think this is winnable, so they're playing with, they're letting everything hang out right now. They come with the blitz there. North Attleboro, was running that same play, the curl around, but they were right there to stop it and force this punt.
4th down and 7. Jared Perkoski back to punt for, I believe, the first time today, standing at his own 13-yard line. Snap a good one. Perkoski will get it away off his right foot, will spin down, taken at the 43-yard line by Jeremy Fontaine. Fontaine trying to get around the corner, picks up a block. Fontaine into the open field, will be wrestled down at the 30-yard line. Fontaine was 1 man away from making it 32-18. 12 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. What a turnaround.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Wombold, and he just held on for dear life. He still, after he grabbed onto him, he still went for another 5 yards. Another 10 yards. But Wombold really, Feehan with all the momentum right now, just really put a crimp into it. A nice play by Wombold, preventing 6.
1st down and 10 for the Shamrocks at the 30-yard line of the Red Rocketeers. I formation. Back to pass is Petrillo. Has DePaulus open. Bad pass. Oh, almost caught by another Shamrock. I'll tell you, DePaulus had to step on 3 defenders. If Petrillo can get that ball to him, which he could not, and out of fairness, he was throwing on a dead run. But he gets that ball to DePaulus. He picks up that 1 block from number 25, Dan Grinnell. We could have a 3rd score.
That was a well-designed play. And if he had gotten the ball to him, I think that would have been 6 points. He got himself open. Whenever you can get a running back isolated on a linebacker like that, it's very difficult for a linebacker to be able to keep up with a running back speed. So that's a mismatch.
Pitch will come to the near side, and once again, Conley inside the 20-yard line. Guys, if I'm Feehan, I run that play at least once every 4 downs.
Deschaines once again with an excellent block, and he was the guy that sprung him for that, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout here, but Deschaines with a good block to get him around the corner.
3rd quarter has come to a close. The Shamrocks come to life in the 3rd. We have 11 minutes to go. North Attleboro still on top, comfortably by 20.
If you've been injured in an accident, you may be entitled to compensation. That's why you should choose your attorney carefully. At Bissio & DuPont, you're not just another case number. You're treated with prompt personal concern. Whether it's an auto accident, workers' compensation, or medical malpractice, you should know that the experienced attorneys at Bissio & DuPont have successfully recovered for clients in all types of personal injuries. Choose your attorney carefully. Call the experienced team at Bissio & DuPont.
Call Bissio & DuPont at 222-3704. That's 222-3704.
Welcome to the Colonel Blackington Inn. Created from a historic landmark and refurbished by proprietors Steve and Barbara Withers. Remember, you don't have to be a guest at the inn to enjoy a delicious lunch served weekdays 11:30 till 2. Elegant dinners are served Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings till 9. Join family and friends for a full English tea Thursday and Friday afternoons on the Garden Terrace, or relax with a cocktail in the tavern Monday through Saturday till 10 p.m. Be a part of the in crowd at the Colonel Blackington Inn.
First down, excuse me. Yes, first down for the Shamrocks, throwing over the middle to John Byron. And Petrillo, once again, knocked to the turf. You know, I would like to see that Petrillo have the opportunity to maybe throw in the pocket, because every time he's been asked to throw today, guys, it's on the run, or can they give him enough time in the pocket? And if they do, can he get the ball to his receiver?
Well, that's the big question. And, you know, earlier in the game, the first half, they tried a couple drop-back passes, and North had sent blitzes. So I don't know if that's influencing Coach McGonagall's decisions to roll him out to get him that, you know, that extra few seconds to throw the football.
Sweep left here, guys. Actually, Feehan has run the sweep just about every time to the right side, haven't they? With one exception. Petrillo looking to pass, this time in the pocket, throwing to a spot. Wow. He just threw that to a spot without really looking. And Feehan fortunate they still have the football here.
Yeah, that was Harris was back there, Jack Harris, the entire way. And it looks like we've got another cramp down there in the end zone. But Harris just read that. He was already just backpedaling. And as soon as that ball was up in the air, he had a good look at it.
Well, it was a good play by Harris, too, because what Petrillo did was he looked left, kind of pump fake to the left, came back to the right side, and like you said, it was a timing pattern. He didn't really look to see, you know, if there was a defender in the area. He just kind of probably thought the defender would have been rotated over with the pump fake. You know, like I said, and Jack Harris did not do that, so a good play on his part.
It is amazing how well disciplined this North Attleboro team is, and it's not the players, because year after year they're that way. It's the coaching staff, and they don't leave room for error. They tell them that you stay home, you've got this assignment. I don't want you freelancing and thinking that the ball is going to go somewhere else. Your assignment's here, and that's where I want to see you, and those players stick to it. And, well, actually, if they didn't stick to it, they wouldn't be playing. I can guarantee you that.
Jack Harris, who, nice job on defense that time. Running off the field under his own power. 10 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. Now, if Feehan doesn't convert here, guys, do you go for a field goal? 32-yarder by John Hartshorn.
Absolutely.
Then you only need 2 touchdowns and a field goal to tie the game.
And then we'll get to see the onside kick, most likely.
And Feehan will take here...
no, North called timeout, I believe.
North wants one of their 20-second timeouts here. I believe it's 20 seconds. Is it 20, guys?
They get two 20 seconds and 3 full timeouts.
Okay.
Per half.
So North just making sure that they have everybody on the field that they want on the field. Will get themselves situated, and the referees say, come on, let's go. 3rd down and 10 for the Shamrocks. I think one way or another you have to get the ball in Scott Conley's hands here.
Even a pass out to the flats, give him some open field.
Pitch will come to Conley. Conley looking to pass the ball, underthrown, intercepted by Dan DiBiasio.
Well, Coach McGonagall decided to try to bring a trick play. Tough throw for Reddy. Again, it's a running back throwing the ball. He's running to his left. I know that they've had a success running the ball to the wide side. They figured they'd draw that corner, you know, up, bring it up to stop the play. He stayed with the receiver, and he just made a great play in intercepting that football.
I'll tell you, if that play is ever going to be successful for Feehan this season, Scott Conley has to do a better job selling the fact that he might run the ball. You knew as soon as he took that pitch that he wasn't even thinking of running. He was, you know, wasn't even running full speed. If he had and then stopped and thrown, I think the man would have been wide open. Yep. But as soon as he got the ball, he was just kind of stutter stepping, and it was like, he's throwing here.
But you know what? It's amazing when you look at the North defensive backs, the way that they all have an eye on the ball. They're backpedaling. They have confidence. They know that they're not going to have to make the play up front that it'll be made. They stay with their assignment.
North Attleboro here, 10:42 left. McGowan looking to pass once again. Man wide open over the middle. It's DiBiasio, makes one spin move and will drive his way up to the 46-yard line. And once again, it's the middle of the Feehan secondary. It's been tender soft all day long. It was again there.
Yeah, and once again, a lot of that has to do with the run. North Attleboro's been running the ball so effectively that when they go with that play action, a lot of things happen. And if they don't get the penetration, McGowan, there's a little bit of a freezing of the men rushing in, and McGowan gets that little extra second, an athlete like him, and he delivers another strike.
So 1st down and 10 now for North Attleboro at their own 46-yard line. North looking for that knockout blow. Ben Asian, all 6'15" Goes to the left side now as the tight end. Handoff will come to Bartlett. Bartlett on a sweep to the left side will be wrestled down. That's Kevin Bartlett, a 5'10" senior. And we mentioned earlier, guys, how do you keep 92 players dressed? How do you keep them happy? There's a play. Bartlett comes into the game. He's a senior. He's going to get the ball, whether or not this is a close game or not.
Senior captain showed a nice ability to run the ball, just followed his blockers, picked up 5 yards. Bishop Feehan really needs to stop here, though, if they want a chance of winning this ball game down the stretch in the fourth quarter here. So they need to come up big this series.
2nd down and 6 for the Red Rocketeers. Nose of the football just tickling the 50-yard line. Split backfield behind McGowan. Handoff will come to Perkuski off right guard. Perkuski breaks a tackle. Was trying to, I think, dive forward near that first down marker, but it took 3 or 4 Shamrocks to say,
One thing still going to get some good penetration there, though. And it's going to be short yardage here, about a short 3, long 2 for the first down, as we've got another player, looks like a cramp.
One thing that Bishop Feehan is doing, I'm noticing, is a lot of their defensive backs, once the running back is being tackled and being held up, they're going for the football. They're going in there ripping at it, and then at the end of the play there was blown dead, but Perkowski did lose the ball, and so that's one thing that I guess the coaches are telling them to go after that football. They need the ball to score some points, so pretty aggressive defensive play.
It looks like the player that's down right now is Tryon, Pat Tryon, younger brother of Ben Tryon, and it just looks like another situation with a cramp. And the training staff out there right now trying to stretch out that muscle, and once again it looks like a calf muscle. But right now, rather than even taking the ball away, and you want that opportunity, just like you were saying, Dan, but they've got to force North Attleboro into that 4th down situation. And North Attleboro does not want to give up possession, so it is tough when you're this close that even if they pick up a yard for North Attleboro, that's not a guarantee that they're going to punt the football away. You've got to put them into a 3rd and long situation.
I agree. So let's see, they'll have a 3rd and 4. I mean, I don't know if they're going to be, it's kind of you have your option as a coach whether you want to roll out your quarterback McGowan, who's a threat to run the ball, a very accurate passer. You definitely want to try to keep the clock running. So it'll be interesting to see what play call they have.
Well, just like you're saying, I think that's such a big factor when you're playing North Attleboro, when you've got somebody like a McGowan back there who can run the football. Because once again, this isn't a team that runs a wishbone where the quarterback is supposed to be a threat, and you throw that wrinkle in there that you have to worry what the quarterback's going to do, and it just gives you so many things in a situation like that to have to think about.
Kevin Kelleher, the Red Rocketeer, with the cramp.
Was that who it was, Kevin Kelleher? I thought it was Pat Tryon.
Handoff will come to Perkuski on the draw. Perkuski, a couple straight arms. Perkuski around the corner. Perkuski down to the 20, down to the 10. One man to beat. He does.
What a run by Jared Perkowski. Once he broke through the line and got that first down, Brian McDonald came up to make the stop. He just stiff-armed him and showed his athletic ability and showed the speed for the big guy, which is great to see. And North Attleboro just has so many weapons. Great run.
Lesson learned, opponents of North Attleboro down the road. Don't try to tackle Jared Perkuski high because he's just going to shake you off with that right arm.
Yeah, and actually, if that's a lesson for Jared Perkuski, you can just go down the roster for North Attleboro, any of their running backs.
Good point.
And it doesn't matter what year, too. It's from the time I've been watching football, all their running backs seem to have this tremendous sense of balance, and if you don't tackle them low, they're not going down.
Ludwig's PAT is up, and it is no good. Wide to the right once again. North Attleboro, 39. Bishop Feehan, 12. More after this.
If you're considering driver education, Driver's Choice Driving School offers complete classroom and private road instruction. Lessons are given by professional, courteous instructors, taking special care for the nervous or elderly. Driver's Choice also offers private road lessons for adults as well. And remember, parents, you save approximately 10% on insurance each year for 5 years. Check around and compare our rates. Finally, you have a choice. Make it Driver's Choice. Driver's Choice Driving School with 2 locations, Route 1 South Attleboro and Route 118 at the Attleboro-Rehoboth line.
Are you in the mood for seafood? Then visit Fran's Seafood Restaurant in North Attleboro. At Fran's, you'll find the widest variety of fresh seafood all year long. Fran's serves the area's best fish and chips, clams, scallops, shrimp, clam cakes, and chowder. Fran's also has a wide menu selection of non-seafood items, from great hamburgers and hot dogs to chicken and potato skins. Come visit Fran's Seafood Restaurant. They're open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 11 to 9 and Sundays from 4 to 9 at the junction of Park and North Washington Streets, North Attleboro.
So North Attleboro answers the call by the Shamrocks. Jared Perkuski, the touchdown run on 3rd down. Feehan, a return up to the 30-yard line. On the return for the Shamrocks. Who was that, Art? Was that Banbury? Nope. I believe it was number 24, Brendan Deschaines. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, Peter.
Another injured player, I think, Pete.
Well, this is cramp season. September and early October football. We have at least 5 stoppages per game because of cramps.
I think Feehan is going to be forced to kind of open it up right here and let Petrillo kind of throw the ball downfield and hope for some big plays. 8 minutes left in the ball game here.
Once again, getting Conley the ball has been a plus every single time he touches the ball. He's a threat to score. So maybe they want to throw the ball to him out of the backfield after he fakes a block. Get him out in the flats a little bit.
Good point. Feehan now in a wing tee, one lone back. Conley, the right wing, in motion to the near side. Petrillo rolling out, and once again off the mark with the pass. He had a man open, and with a step on the defender was Jeremy Fontaine. Petrillo just unable to get him the football.
You know, this might be a good thing for Bishop Feehan, the fact that they are behind. This is a team that wants to control the game, but a lot of times teams that try to run the ball all the time, when they get behind, it's very tough for them to come back because they don't practice passing that often. We've got another player down, and it's
DiBiasio, and look at his calf. You can see it from here.
Yeah.
Just bulging out, yeah.
Wow.
And that's the second time for DiBiasio, I believe. But Feehan is probably going to be in some games where they do have to throw the football, and to be playing a game that's out of hand as it is right now, they're not going to win this game, but an opportunity to work on the timing between the quarterback and his receivers. This is an excellent opportunity, and Petrillo certainly with some skills throwing the football. It's something that Bishop Feehan should utilize.
Hey, our cooks are here, guys. What's your name? What's that? Glenn what?
Bauer.
Glenn Bauer, and who's number 20 over here? Joey what? Lucia. Thanks, guys, for the sodas. Gave them a 20, they came back with the change. How about that? Well, at first, I gave them a 20, and they gave me 6 back, and I'm thinking,
big tip.
Those sodas weren't $14, but sure enough. See, we're just like the players on the field, we need plenty of liquids.
Yeah.
Dan DiBiasio, okay, and wow, that just talked about the cramp, you could just see it. Ooh.
Yeah, those cramps are intense too. When they first come, they hurt like nothing. You couldn't believe.
2nd down and 10. Conley will line up as the I in the back in the I formation, tailback. Handoff will come to the fullback as Feehan trying to keep North Attleboro honest. A pickup of about 2 or 3 yards, and on the carry, Brendan Deschaines for Bishop Feehan.
Nice tackle by Eric Gould there for North Attleboro. You know, he just stayed at home, watched the play come right to him, and just put his head in there and made a nice tackle.
So a 3rd down and 7 for Bishop Feehan. Sweep, guys. Sweep to the near side here. Conley. Nope, they'll throw instead to the tight end, Byron.
Nice play.
Byron will have the 1st down up to the 40-yard line. And that time, a nice sharp pass by Petrillo. Byron, a step on the defender, picks up the 1st down.
You know, Petrillo, a good athlete, and he can probably run the football as well. He hasn't as many opportunities, but that time he didn't have a chance to get out there. He was able to set his feet a little bit, even though it was a quick throw. You might want to leave him in the pocket a little bit and let him throw.
I'd like to see it. Conley up the middle, breaks a tackle. Conley to the 47-yard line.
Well, he looked like Fitzsimmons there.
And that time he just put his head down and ran over one of the North Attleboro defensive backs. It was a nice tough run. And Conley, he's a good ball carrier. I would definitely continue to feed him, and he will be a big part of Bishop Feehan's success this season, I'm sure.
As I remember Fitzsimmons, Fitzsimmons had the speed that Conley has, but I don't think he had the power Conley has.
He was a pretty strong kid. Now this is the story that I'm going to tell that I don't know if it's true or not, but Matt Lanigan said that he raced Fitzsimmons because Lanigan used to be a running back and then he went to college and played a DB in college and stuff. And doesn't look like he would be the swiftest of foot. If you've seen Matt Lanigan, yeah,
couldn't get out of his own way.
That's what it. But he says that he actually beat Fitzsimmons in a, I don't know if it was a 50 or 40-yard race.
And Kevin Costner threw 88 miles per hour in the filming of that baseball movie too.
You're not buying it, huh?
Don't believe everything they tell you, right?
Well, this was Lanigan that told me.
I tell you I'm buying Media One? I'll tell you that story later.
I have heard that.
Petrillo back to pass. Now will keep it himself. Picks up a huge block by DePaulis. Petrillo will be forced out of bounds. Nope, brought down inbounds at the 32-yard line. What a block by Petrillo. But there is a penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage. And the starting center, I believe, for...
No, I think it's Shane Rouse, the
Shane Rouse, left tackle, excuse me.
Talking about that block, Peter, DePaulis just absolutely leveled the North Attleboro defender who was in hot pursuit of Petrillo on that play. That's the toughest hit there. You're hitting your blind side, you're racing after the quarterback, you don't even see it. DePaulis just lines him up, and he laid him out. That was a big-time hit.
Offsides declined by Bishop Feehan.
You know, just Feehan might not win this ball game, but if they are able to put 3 scores on the board against a very good, obviously very good North Attleboro team, that says a lot. And anybody watching this game from within the Eastern Athletic Conference and anybody watching from the Hockomock League, and if you're in the Eastern Athletic Conference, you've got to be like, well, actually, Feehan's not as bad as they have looked because of the team that they're playing in North Attleboro. I've seen some KP players here and some of the other coaches from the area in the Hockomock, and I'll tell you, they probably are just conceding the Hockomock right now.
Rouse able to make it off the field, hobbling off the field, but I'm sure we'll see him back in the ball game. Rouse a big kid, 6'2", 235. First down and 10, Shamrocks at the 31-yard line of the Red Rocketeers. Conley sitting this play out. Petrillo back to pass. Petrillo looking to pass, does. Nice little pass to DePaulis. DePaulis down to the 28-yard line. That time a nice job by Petrillo. He slowed down somewhat, and then kind of like the shuffle pass over to DePaulis, who was wide open.
I've watched DePaulis run that pattern. We've kind of talked about Conley and seeing him do that. DePaulis runs up like he's going to block and kind of whiffs at somebody a little bit, and so he can sell that and then runs right through the line of scrimmage. That's the first time they've delivered him the football, and a nice play by Feehan.
Yeah, they flooded the zone there.
High formation once again. Petrillo back to pass, rolling left, hits Byron. Byron inside the 10-yard line, close to the first down, will be shy by about a yard, so a second down and 1 for the Shamrocks.
Petrillo really starting to heat up here and showing the accuracy that he does have. And Byron, that's his second or third catch of the game, showing that he can catch the ball and can find open seams in the defense, which is vital for a tight end.
Well, what they're doing is he's still throwing on the run, but it's not the dead run anymore.
He's more controlled in what he's doing, absolutely.
I'm not sure whether somebody picked that up on the sideline or what, but he'll be more in control. Second down, little more than a yard. Petrillo rolling right, throwing to Byron in and out of his hands. Would have been a tough catch. And
that was a nice pass, though. He was under pressure and being forced when he threw that ball and delivered the ball more on target than he was at the beginning of the game.
Actually fortunate that he did not catch that ball because it would have been a loss of a yard, and this way it also stops the clock with 5:18 left.
You also, one of the things that will happen, somebody with the ability of Petrillo, as he gets more completions, he's going to gain more confidence and become that much more accurate and take a few more chances as far as delivering the football. And it's just going to make him better once again when he goes into the EAC.
North will give up will they get the football, excuse me. Feehan had the first down, but they turned the ball over. Nope, Feehan has it. One official pointed one way. You know, it's the umpire. His call doesn't matter. It's what the guy in the white hat says. He says it's Feehan's ball. Deshanes picked up the first down and then forgot the football.
There's a huge hole open there by number 77, Tim Downing, on the play. Just a quick hitter to the fullback. He picked up a nice chunk of yardage there and kind of fooled North Attleboro, caught him off guard.
First down and goal from the 4, ball on the left hash mark. Handoff to DePaulis. DePaulis fighting for yardage into the end zone. Touchdown. Tough to tell. It was a real slow whistle. Perkuski got his paws on him, but not before DePaulis was already in the end zone. Now, Feehan right now is down by 26 points. Now you go for 2 guys,
well,
because
now they're down by 20.
Now they're down by 20. So go for 2, because if you can get 8, 8, and 8, you win it with a field goal. Earlier,
all that you really need is 6, 6, and 7.
They will go for 2. 38-18, 4:52 left. Feehan 0 for 2 thus far, and make it 0 for 3 as Petrillo could not come up with the snap from center.
4:52 remaining in the fourth quarter.
4:52 left. North Attleboro on top by 20. We'll be back after this.
If you need tires or service for your automobile, you need Colonial Tire and Service Center in Plainville. Colonial Tire and Service Center is a full-service auto center for tune-ups, brakes, transmission, exhaust, and engine repairs. And, of course, quality tires at the best prices around. Colonial Tire and Service Center has the latest in diagnostic equipment to ensure that your car is fixed right the first time. Colonial Tire and Service Center, 13 Wilkins Drive in Plainville. Give Pete and Al a call today at 699-8897.
In 1947, Attleboro was an expanding community with new ideas, and one of those new ideas was having your clothes professionally cleaned. Today, Attleboro is still that same growing community, and Hanks is still the cleaners Attleboro trusts to care for their family's wardrobes. Using only the most modern equipment combined with old-fashioned personal service is what has made Attleboro's first cleaners still Attleboro's best cleaners. Hanks, a family cleaner since 1947, 319 Thatcher Street, Attleboro.
Now we may see the onside kick. 4:52 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll have a Mandeville Chevrolet game summary after this play. North Attleboro, nope, they do not have an all-hands team out there. I think if the score were maybe a 6-point game and they were expecting an onside kick, that may be the case. Feehan does exactly that. Onside kick, recovered by the Shamrocks.
They got it. Great setup, great call. Just kind of, we're back in the huddle, and then they just quick kick the ball just about 10 yards, and number 15, John Hartshwin, showing what type of threat he is as a kicker. You don't always think of that as being a big difference maker, but it comes up huge there for Bishop Feehan.
Rich Cullen recovering the onside kick at the 50-yard line.
There's an art to making that onside kick, and it's not just squibbing it and whatnot. It's been able to hit it high on the top and get that second big bounce, and that's exactly what they did.
Tell you, North Attleboro almost seemed surprised there was an onside kick there. That's surprising in itself.
I doubt they were.
High formation. Conley back at the tailback position. Petrillo throwing long, has a man there, caught down at the 22-yard line. Dan Grinnell
That's the play
out to bring that one down.
Same play that we saw Harris come up with the cramp in the end zone, and this time the play works. He looks to his left and then delivers the ball back to his right, just throwing to a spot.
That time Brian Spencer, the defensive back on the play, kind of went for that pump fake, started rotating over to the middle, and that allowed for the open receiver.
4:30 left. Feehan pitch to Conley, gets the block. Conley slipped in trying to make a cut at the 20-yard line.
Conley had the right idea, though. What Conley was trying to do was cut it back inside, because if he went outside, he would have been angled off and not been able to pick anything up. He was trying to get it back inside and make it a big gain. Feehan takes one of their timeouts.
Feehan will take a timeout. We'll take timeout as well. 4:20 left. 38-18. North Attleboro.
Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, call Case Real Estate. Case Real Estate is a full-service real estate company and a member of the Multiple Listing Service. Case Real Estate makes it easy to own a home with first-time buyers programs and great prices. If you're interested in having a home built, call J.E. Case. They can build you a home on your lot or theirs. And J.E. Case's in-house design service means you can have a home custom built to fit your needs. Case Real Estate and J.E. Case are both located on Route 1 just north of Walmart in North Attleboro.
When your car or truck needs immediate attention, trust your repairs to the experts at John and Ed's Garage. John and Ed's Garage are your car repair specialists, and they do major and minor repair work. Brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, lube jobs, oil changes, and more. John and Ed's Garage gives you free estimates, and you'll appreciate the friendly, knowledgeable care that they give to each customer. When you have the best and most experienced auto experts, you don't have to go anywhere else than John and Ed's Garage. Route 1, North Attleboro. Open weekdays and Saturday.
In with a second down and 9. High formation for Bishop Feehan. Petrillo rolling right under some pressure, will be sacked back at the 29-yard line. Chasing down Petrillo from behind, Darren Nixon. Number 23. Nixon's showing some speed there, huh?
Yeah, actually, we got to meet Darren Nixon's brother, who was up here in the booth at halftime talking to us, telling us, singing the praises of his brother Darren, and I'm sure right now very happy to see him get that sack.
Geez, we have a Nixon on the field, a Kennedy on the field. All we need is a Perot. Feehan with a man wide open on the near sideline. It's dropped down at the 12-yard line. Oh, no. Dan Grinnell was wide open.
Boy, that's one that you want to get out there a little bit quicker. He was open right away, and he hung that up for him to run underneath, and he had too much time to think about it. Didn't realize how wide open he was, thought he was going to take a hit.
When your man's that wide open, forget about just lobbing it up for him to run underneath. Just stop, throw a bullet to him.
The impressive thing was, though, the recognition of that immediately. North Attleboro was kind of figuring out what they were going to set up on defense, and I don't know what play they had called, but Petrillo just saw him open, said, give me the ball, but the only problem is he did lay out there a little too lofted, up too high.
Last gasp for the Shamrocks. 4th down and 15 yards. North coming with a blitz, and once again it's Nixon.
Well, great teams step up at big times, and that's exactly what North Attleboro did right here. That will pretty much seal the ball game. A great play by Nixon, great pursuit, and a great call by the defensive staff for North Attleboro.
Nixon seemed to knew what was going to be called there.
One of the things that you can do in a situation like that, instead of trying to outrun because somebody's got a full head of steam coming around the end, is once again step into the pocket and step up into it and let them go around behind you. But it's only a natural to try and run away from somebody, and 3 times they've been able to bring them down that way.
So a 1st down and 10 for the Red Rocketeers. 3:39 left, up by 20. McGowan with DiBiasio and Perkuski in the backfield. Hand off to DiBiasio. He's met after a short pickup of about 2 yards. Deshane's on the stop. Brendan Deshane's for Bishop Feehan.
North Attleboro most likely just content to run out the clock. Probably see some new faces here at this juncture, up by 20 with 3 minutes to go. The guys that work hard all week, get a shot, get a few plays in the varsity level, which is nice to see.
I think you get one more 1st down before you see that. There's a fumble here, and we're in a fumble. Feehan runs it into the end zone. Suddenly it's a 14
Yeah, I don't think unless they put a score
game.
on the board that they'll put in new jerseys.
Perkuski up the middle. Perkuski across the 50. Perkuski down to the 40. Gets the 1st down and then some.
He picks up a big block down the field by Jack Harris, who just stayed with his defender the whole way, kept pushing him back, and just a great run by Perkowski there. I mean, the big guy to be able to move like that—that's really impressive to see. What does he weigh in at here? 214 pounds, and he runs like he's 175, 180 pounds. So North Attleboro, just again, tons of weapons at their disposal.
First down and 10. Ball at the 41-yard line of Bishop Feehan. Clock now at the 2:22 mark of the 4th quarter. Feehan on top by 20. DiBiasio the carry. DiBiasio wrestled down after no gain on the play. Time to check in with Jason Kane for the last of our Mandeville Chevrolet game summaries. Jason?
Okay, Peter, thanks. Well, Feehan certainly not going quietly here in the second half, have had their chances. North Attleboro, Feehan well down the field, and Scott Connolly throws the ball into Dan DiBiasio's hands as a North Attleboro interception that leads eventually to Jared Bukarski, who runs for 49 yards to make it 39-12. Feehan then gets the ball back. DePaulus would score on a 4-yard run to make it 39-18, and then Feehan on that last time down the field, unfortunately unable to capitalize. Score right now 39-18 with 1:33 left. That's your Mandeville Chevrolet game summary.
Thank you, Jason. Bill Stofflet on that last carry for North Attleboro. Stofflet, a 5'5" 168-pound junior fullback. And as we mentioned, Danny, get the first down. We've been around this North Attleboro team over the years. We know when they sub, right?
Also in the game now, number 26, Rob Dyer, just a sophomore, 5'8", 140-pound running back. I'll see if they give him a chance to carry the football.
Dyer just lined up as the left wing in motion to the near side. He'll take the pitch, trying to get around the corner, slipped in trying to make his cut. Didn't matter, though, because he was about to be covered immediately by the Shamrocks' Brian McDonald. And Feehan will use a timeout. It will be one of their full timeouts, so we'll take timeout as well. 49 seconds left. North Attleboro on top, 38-18. This is high school football on Broadband Media 1.
In the beginning, all was darkness and sorrow. And then, one day, it is time. The new Maytag Dual Cool Refrigerator. Our future looks bright indeed, for this refrigerator actually keeps food fresh.
Lamco Appliance at the corner of County and Wall Streets, Attleboro.
You can get a lot of features on today's cars and trucks, but here's one you can only get at Mandeville's. Our name. At Mandeville Chevrolet, we offer what the others can't. Cars and trucks priced right, all backed by our family name.
Hurry in to take advantage of interest rates as low as 0.9% on most models. Mandeville has one of the largest selections in southern New England.
You don't stay in business for over 75 years without delivering on promises. That's why at Mandeville Chevrolet, we say there's a lot riding on our name.
So 49 seconds left. Bishop Feehan, I believe, with 2 timeouts remaining. I think 2. And let's see if they use one after this play. Well, if North Attleboro are up, they won't need to use one after this play, unless North Attleboro runs a fake here and picks up the first down, which, to be honest with you, would not shock me. Bukowski back to punt, bad snap. Will get it away. It will come down to the 10-yard line, taken there by Jeremy Fontaine. Fontaine immediately brings it to the right sideline and will be forced out of bounds as the field just not wide enough to turn the corner. So now with 38 seconds left, Feehan will get that one last try, but needing 3 scores, highly unlikely.
Well, I don't think it's a situation where they think that they're going to score 3 times. What they want to do is put it in the end zone, get some work for their offense in a 2-minute or a hurry-up type of situation. And this is a good learning experience for Coach McGonigal for his kids. And once again, this game is over with, and it's not an Eastern Athletic game.
Yeah, Feehan may come down to a situation later in the year that they have 30 seconds left, trailing by 5. And this is perfect practice for that. Petrillo back to pass this time, has some time, will air it out. Throws a Hail Mary up for grabs, incomplete, intended for Fontaine. That play is not going to work with North Attleboro sending everybody back deep.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can't hang the ball up in a situation like that, but it's a good opportunity rather than get that quick score too. Work in the middle. Throw something across the middle, get somebody cutting across. They haven't done that. They've rolled him out, and one of the things you've mentioned, Peter, is let's see what he looks like staying in there in the pocket, and I think this is a good opportunity for that.
North Attleboro, knowing Feehan is going to pass here, a little draw up the middle to Conley might bring himself 20, 30 yards, maybe more. North coming with the blitz. Petrillo looking to pass, intercepted. Pass intercepted by North Attleboro's Jerome Kennedy. Kennedy, couple of cuts. Kennedy will go into the end zone, or will he? Yes.
What an interception! What a run back afterwards. That was awesome. 28, North Attleboro, Kennedy showing his ability to run with the football. The start of that play, Petrillo looking to his left, just kind of eyed up his receiver the entire time. Kennedy read that, just stepped in the middle of it, and got some nice blocks downfield, and bring it in for 6 points.
Yeah, Petrillo that time eyed his receiver all the way. Everyone here at Community Field knew exactly who he was throwing to.
And that's what he did is he says, I listened to our chase, tried to throw across the middle, and look where we are now.
Well, you got to look away, though. You got to look away. I should say you have to look away, not gotta.
Well, actually, he thought that he was going to, I think he saw the defensive player there and just thought he could drill it and kind of thread that needle. You know, one of the things we didn't talk about, two things, actually, over on the sidelines, we look at the North coaching staff. There's, I think, more North coaches, and there's 92 players. I think there's more coaches than players out there, but how well they're dressed. I really like these outfits. I'm sure that Ken Nally had something to do with that, but very nice the way that they are, just a little bit off with the red. The other thing that we didn't talk about, a lot of the area players from this area go on to play college football, and one of them is a quarterback from this area who had a very good game, Kyle Vandegiesen from North Attleboro, and he's playing with Jeff Raby from Attleboro. And
Ryan Gazzola, Jeff Raby, Jason Case,
Teddy Larkin.
Teddy Larkin's over at Bentley, but those four that we mentioned are up at St. Anselm.
Yeah.
I thought there was somebody else, too, a kid from Mansfield.
Yeah, there is a kid from Mansfield.
High snap. Block is kicked. Returned by Bishop Feehan. There's a play you don't see very often.
You don't see the block kicked too often. You might see the kick
you
block.
see the block. What'd I say?
The block is kicked.
My first game of the year, too, you know. John Myers catching that ball in the air after the kick was blocked. Arthur. And we have now 19 seconds left. Want to congratulate former colleagues of ours, partners of ours, Christopher Lyle, who his wife Pam had a baby boy over the summer. Brendan, Christopher Lyle, and then Matt Lanigan having a baby boy as well. 5 months back, actually, his wife Melissa having that baby boy.
You might as well take this. We can run this every year for Matt.
We just won't.
Yeah, we're just at the beginning of the year. We'd like to congratulate Matt Lanigan.
Won't name the sex, won't name the name. We'll just say congratulations to Melissa and Matt Lanigan for the birth of another child. Yeah. They have 3 now between the ages of 2 years, 10 months, and 5 months. Matt needs to travel more often. Line drive kick will come down to the 25-yard line. Will be returned there by Fontaine, and he'll bring it up to the 35-yard line. And Feehan now with 16 seconds left will run. Well, looks like they have some new players, new quarterback Ryan Pally, coming into the game for Bishop Feehan. Pally, a 5'8", 170-pound sophomore quarterback. North Attleboro, number of clean jerseys into the game as well. Handoff will come up the middle, stood up immediately for the Shamrocks. Number, did you make out that
number?
It
was 63, Mike Hogan, great play. 6 foot, 249-pound junior, getting some time, just read the play. That's the game.
So North Attleboro, the Paulus on that last carry for the Shamrocks. North Attleboro, the 44-18 win. The fans happy about that, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants to work on that defense, especially here in the second half. They struggled somewhat.
Yeah,
they still won by what, 26 points?
You look at the score, 44-18, and you know how happy.
Breaks off. Then I get laughed out of a dating class by a bunch of geeks. I mean, I don't know